Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us here at the Battle of Docking Stadium as we have your Adrian College Bulldogs taking on the Finlandia Lions. Adrian heads into the contest 3 and 4. This is Chris Pearson here with Hunter Hefner. And Hunter, what do you think of today's game?
It's a nice game. It looks like a nice game out of the day, Chris. Nice 45 degrees, a little breezy out, so perfect football weather.
Absolutely perfect football weather indeed, and we got a couple of things to look out for the game as senior running back Emmanuel Stewart of Adrian is within striking distance of breaking the NCAA active rushing leader. So we got that to look forward to this contest. We got a couple other ball players to look for as well. So we got Jerry McGaw, who's been balling out for Adrian. They're standout wide out and looking to pile on some numbers and get another win for the Bulldogs here at Docking Stadium. Chilly football weather within striking distance of kickoff, and we'll be back here soon with coverage of the game. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here at Docking Stadium. And if you joined us previously, we were talking about the game, and now we are kicking off the game. Adrian elected to receive the ball, so they'll be getting the ball to start the game, and Finlandia will be on defense.
And back to return for Adrian goes to number 11, Jalen Parker. And
We got number 11, Foster Walker, returning the kickoff.
and there's the kick.
Ball fielded by number 11, Foster Walker. Takes up across near the 30 and gets tackled by a collection of defenders.
Tackle by number 95 from Finlandia, Charles McDonald.
Adrian will be starting the ball at their 28-yard line.
And the starting lineup for the Adrian Bulldogs today at left tackle, we got Jaleel Brown. Left guard, Kamari Carson. Center, Ben Politer. Right guard, Joe Barney. And right tackle, Josh Barney. And wide receiver, we got number 7, Henry Wilson. And number 1, Jaron McGaw. Back at running backs, Manuel Stewart. Number 6, tight end, number 87, Kyle Raker. And your quarterback today is number 15, Jack Werzer.
Yep, 1st and 10 for your Bulldogs now. They line up with a shotgun formation. Webster takes a snap, hands off to Stewart, and he gets swallowed up in the backfield immediately.
Lost the yards there. Tackles by number 57, Preston Manos from Finlandia.
Finlandia's defensive line swarming in the backfield immediately. It'll be interesting to see if the Bulldog offense can get a spark now. Second play, 2nd and 10. Ball on the 28. Webster takes a snap.
Looks like
fakes.
Pass. Throws on the field. Ooh, pass is incomplete. Pass was intended to number 1 on Adrian, Jaron McGaw.
3rd and 10 coming up for Adrian. As the ball is just out of reach for Jaron McGraw, the wide out. Snap to Wetzer. Drops back and passes.
Caught.
Caught by number 89. '83, correction. Joe Cleary. For a big Bulldog gang, setting up 1st and 10 now.
At the 28, 22.
Bulldogs finding a way to advance their drive. So now they set up for 1st and 10 on the 22 after that big gain to Joe Cleary. First and 10 for Adrian. Fake handoff and broken up.
Oh, there's a flag on the field.
Yeah, flag on the play.
Looks like going to be a pass interference call.
We'll wait to see what the call is. Looks like that play sprung some life into the offense, huh, Hunter?
Yeah, it does, man.
Spark that they were searching for. Looking to get some points on the board now.
So it was a pass interference call by number 23 on Finlandia, Marvin Anthony.
So that sets up the Bulldogs now with 1st and
1st and 10,
10
at
on the 13.
13-yard line.
Yep. Bulldogs lining up in the gun. Ball is snapped, handed off to Stewart.
He runs
Emmanuel
the
Stewart
outside.
breaks it out. And that's a Bulldog touchdown scored by number 6, Emmanuel Stewart. Bulldogs open up the drive with a touchdown run by Emmanuel Stewart, set up by the big play to number 83, Joe Cleary, and also helped out with that pass interference call. Bulldogs strike first.
On to kick the extra point for Adrian is number 90, Cooper West.
That touchdown run was number 13 for Emmanuel Stewart.
Extra point is good.
And Stewart gets his 13th touchdown run of the season. Seven nothing. Adrian College up top. The opening drive of the game. 13 minutes and 37 seconds remaining in the first quarter, as Finlandia will now get the ball back. Let's see if they can respond after that opening drive. And we'll also see if this defense could hold up for Adrian. They've been under a lot of scrutiny the past week after the shootout loss last week. And we'll see if they can hold their end of the bargain and prevent some points being poured on. Adrian's about to kick off now.
Back to return for Finlandia is Josh Eve and Kenny Kujua.
Booming kick downfield, fielded by Finlandia, taking across the 30, tackled near the 33-yard line. That's setting up 1st and 10 for Finlandia on the 33. As they look to respond back to the opening drive of Adrian. Finlandia lined up in the shotgun formation.
It's a run on the play, and he is
Swallowed up immediately in the backfield by a group of defenders. Looks like they lost a yard on the play.
number 91 on Adrian. DeAndre Jennings made the tackle there.
That sets up 2nd and 11 now for Finlandia. Ball on the 31-yard line. They again line up in the gun formation. Ball snapped to number 11, Delonte Johnson.
Pass to number 7.
Pass is complete near
To
across the
Tyler
40-yard
Kangas.
line. And that will set up 3rd and short, appears. Third down, it's announced. Ball on the 41. Johnson takes the snap. Lines up to take the snap. Hands off to number 23. And he's immediately tackled.
Looks like he's short of the first down there.
And now sets up a 4th and 2 now for Finlandia.
Tackle there was made by number 91, DeAndre Jennings, number 95, Colin Lewis for Adrian.
Finlandia appears to be set to punt now. It's 4th and 2 on the 40-yard line. Back to return for Adrian is number 2, Lawrence Austin. He looks to set up the Bulldogs in positive field position. After the defense was able to force a 3-and-out. Punt across field. Fielded by Lawrence Austin, and he is immediately taken down at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 now set up for Adrian. Good coverage on the play by Finlandia. Adrian looked to continue the momentum, score some more points. After that momentous opening drive. First and 10 now for Adrian on the 26. Worcester takes a snap, hands off to Stewart inside. I'm sorry, correction. That was Colton Randall on the carry. And after a 5-yard gain, that sets up 2nd and 5 now for your Bulldogs. Second and 5 for Adrian. Wester prepares to take the snap.
Pass.
Fake handoff. Pass to McGraw, who's able to escape a tackle and get across the 40, losing the ball out of bounds. However, Adrian still has possession.
That'll be a first down for Adrian.
We'll set up a 1st and 10. Right at the 40-yard line. McGraw able to display his elusiveness and escape a couple tackles and get the first down for Adrian. Rutgers still in the gun, prepared to take the snap. Ball deep,
No, that was a perfect
caught by
pass.
McGraw, and he is tackled after the big gain. A deep shot seemed to pay dividends for Adrian.
That was a busted play right there, but Adrian's offense made the most of it right there.
Some innovative offense indeed, as they're able to make some magic happen, get the first down. 1st and 10 now on the 24. Handed off to Colton Randall, and he's taken down by swarm defenders after a short gain.
Adrian's offense seems to be rushing it right down the field right now.
Number 6, Emmanuel Stewart checking in now as the Bulldogs within scoring distance. 2nd and 4 now on the 18-yard line. Just over 9 minutes left in the opening quarter. Those of you just tuning in, Adrian scored on the first possession on a touchdown run by Emmanuel Stewart, and now look to add more points on the board. Whistle blowing on the play. So you wait to see the ruling. The ruling on the field was a delay game on Adrian, and that will now result in second and 9. Ball handed out to Emmanuel Stewart, and he takes it up the gut. Big gain. That penalty seemed to be gained back by Stewart. First and goal for Adrian. Ball handed off to Stewart, and he's able to barrel his way in for another touchdown, his second of the game. That'll be his 14th of the season now, as the Bulldogs now tack on a 13-0 lead over Finlandia in the opening quarter. After that penalty, Adrian was able to respond back and score a touchdown. PAT now being attempted by number 90, Cooper West.
And the PAT is good.
He's able to split it up the uprights. And after the successful PAT attempt, Adrian now leads 14-0. Just over 8 minutes left in the opening quarter. As now the Bulldogs prepare to kick off.
Kenny Kuchwa and Joshua E. back to return for Finlandia.
Ball's fielded by Finlandia, taken across the 20. A couple moves get him out just around the 35. Sign up 1st and 10 for Finlandia. Ball on the 33. Finlandia looking to respond after that another Bulldog score. Looking to get on the board and avoid a shutout in the opening quarter. Ball snapped to Johnson, handed off, and he is immediately tackled.
There's a flag on the field, though.
Face mask appears. A flag on the play. The indication may be a face mask penalty, but we will see. Katron Dunson in on the stop. So we're waiting to see the ruling on the field. Pierce.
Looks like a face mask on the field by number 32, Katron
Yeah.
Denson on from Adrian Bulldogs. Ball now be on the 48-yard line, 1st and 10.
That certainly advances the ball for Finlandia. Johnson takes the snap, hands it off to number 4.
That is a loss of yards right there.
That was Joshua Eve on the run. Tim McPhee on the stop for your Bulldogs. And that now sets up 2nd and 14 for Finlandia. Johnson takes a snap, drops back, pass caught by number 12, and is immediately tackled up. What an open field tackle that was for Adrian. Getting that stop for you was number 17, Chris Adams for the Bulldogs.
Be 3rd and 9 on the 49-yard line.
After the 5-yard gain by Finlandia. Third and 9 now for Finlandia. Johnson prepares to take the snap. Johnson drops back, throws a heave just out of the reach for number 7. His intended wide out, and that brings up 4th and 9 now. Finlandia brings the punt team out onto the field, and back deep to return for your Bulldogs number 2, Lawrence Austin.
Joe Cleary is also back to return for the Adrian Bulldogs. There's the punt.
Punt fielded up by Cleary. Caught. He's able to escape a tackle.
Pushes his way up. Gets pushed out at about the 26-yard line.
Good coverage on the field by Finlandia. Able to make the stop immediately. First and 10 now for Adrian on the 25. Worzer prepares to take the snap. Ball handed off. And after a short gain, brought down. The run was by number 38, Antonio Gomes.
Pass. It's caught.
However, we do have a flag on the play.
The pass was complete to Jared McGaw.
We're waiting to see what the ruling is on the field after the penalty flag. And we had an offensive lineman eager to go out and get the ball as we have an ineligible receiver penalty called against the Bulldogs.
Moving 5 yards back.
Now that brings up 2nd and 8 for Adrian. So they look to make out some of that penalty yardage back up. Where's the back? Joined in the backfield by Emmanuel Stewart. 2nd and 8.
Pass.
Ball's fake handoff. Caught by McGaw, and he is gone. See ya.
That would be a touchdown for McGaw.
That's 6 going your Bulldogs' way.
It was a 78-yard touchdown.
78-yard strike. 20-0 now, Adrian, as they look to keep it up, pouring on the scoreboard. And the PAT attempt will be by number 90, Cooper West.
I don't know about you, Chris, but it seemed like that flag did nothing to him. Did not phase him at all.
Oh, set them up for the long bomb. Seems like that's what they wanted.
Yep.
Impressive bounce back ability indeed by Adrian. So they're able to score in a 78-yard straight. And kick is up and good by Cooper West. That now builds a 21-0 lead for Adrian. 4:23 left in the first quarter. And they are looking very sharp indeed on offense and defense, especially both sides of the ball for Adrian.
Yes, they do. Finlandia looks eager to strike back, see what they could do right here.
Yeah. Big drive coming up for them, and so they want to get some momentum. At least some lives mustered up on offense, and we'll see what they can get going. We got the student section fired up as members of the band are showing off their school passion, chirping at the other team. Back deep to return for Finlandia's number 8, Kenny Kujawa.
There's the kick.
Ball's kicked off and fielded. Scooped up at the 20. Taken out across the 30 and tackled near the 33. First
Tackle was made by number 49, Jack MacArthur, for Adrian.
1st and 10 now for Finlandia on the 33. So they look to get some life going on offense, something. Adrian looks to continue to hold the fort down on defense. Johnson back in the backfield, prepared to take the snap. Ball snapped to Johnson, handed off.
Right up the middle.
Right up the middle. Keeps it training for a couple yards.
And there's a flag on the play.
Have yet another flag on the play. We're waiting to see. We are waiting to see what the ruling is. Tell you what, the only offense that Finlandia seems to be getting is through the penalty yards.
That's the way they seem to be moving the ball, but hey, whatever works for them works. Looks like it was unnecessary roughness for number 43, Stephen Moses, for Adrian.
Results in a 15-yard penalty. Ball's now on the 49-yard line. 1st and 10 now for Finlandia.
Let's see if this 15 extra yards for Finlandia will help them move the ball up even more.
We'll find out momentarily. Johnson back, takes the snap, handed off to number 33, and he's met immediately at the line of scrimmage. Man, that defensive line is doing work for Adrian, wreaking havoc up front. 2nd and 8 now. Correction, no gain. Johnson back prepared to take the snap out the gun.
Looks like a pass for Johnson.
So
Oh, he takes it up. He runs.
Impressive step up there by Johnson, able to escape some pressure and avoid the sack. He's able to get a couple yards out of the scramble.
Looks like they got a 3-yard gain right there.
3-yard gain, now standing up 3rd and 7. So your Bulldog defense looks to get off the field. Finlandia looking up to pick up what would be their first down of the game. Third and 7 now for Finlandia. Johnson takes the snap, fakes the handoff, rolls left. Pass is complete by number 4. Fumble on the ground, and it looks like
the ball will go out a few yards short of the first down.
Ball did go out of bounds, so possession still goes to Finlandia. Don't believe they got the first down, though.
It'll be 4th and 2 on the 41-yard line.
4th and 2 appears they are going for 4th and 2 ball on the 41. Risky play.
This is a very risky play for Finlandia.
Especially in the opening quarter. You don't see this too often. Looking to get any momentum they can. Johnson back to take the snap. He's able to escape a sack, and he's taken down. Number 32, Big Katron Denson in on the sack. So they will get the sack and get his Bulldogs off the field as Adrian now takes possession of the ball. And
1st and 10 from 41-yard line.
It has to be frustrating for Finlandia, getting bailed out again by a penalty call and then just having that result in a sack.
It seems like it for right now.
First and 10 now for Adrian on the 47. Looking to keep going and keep the foot on the pedal.
There's a handoff up the middle.
Colton Randall in on the carry.
It's not seeming you could maybe gain a 1 right about there.
It's met immediately by the defense.
Colton Randall was the rusher right there.
Result was a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 now for Adrian.
Dylan Huckstead for Finlandia made the tackle right there.
Just over 1 minute remaining in the opening quarter. Your Bulldogs up 21-0. Off to a fast start. Boss faked and
quarterback got it.
Quarterback keeper, and it looks like he picked up the first down.
It seems like he is just short of the first down.
Impressive run by your quarterback, Jack Warzer. Able to show some athleticism on that play.
He has 1 yard to go for the first down. There's about 40 seconds left in the first quarter.
Ball on the 49 for Adrian. Handed off up the middle by Randall. He's able to plunge through for the first down, it appears. Sign up 1st and 10 now on the 42 for Adrian. And we are winding down on the first quarter.
It looks like that will be an end to the first quarter. The final score for the first quarter is 21-0. Adrian up. And we'll be right back here on ACTV.
TV is starting up the second quarter. Adrian is up 21-0 after that fast start. And Hunter, what are your thoughts after that opening quarter?
Seems like Adrian just, no matter all the penalties and everything, they seem to move down the field pretty well. And Finlandia is just the complete opposite. They're having a hard time. It seems like the only way they're moving down the field right now is through penalties.
Absolutely. Start the quarter off with a handoff to Colton Randall, bailing through for a couple yards.
Dylan Huckstead on the tackle right there for Finlandia.
Second and 6 now for your Bulldogs after the 4-yard gain. Ball snapped. Handed off again to Randall, and he's met immediately at the line of scrimmage by a swarm of defenders.
Dylan Huckstead again on the tackle for Finlandia.
This could be the stop that Finlandia's been hoping for, that we've been talking about, Hunter, the big break for them, hoping to get off the field.
Adrian has 6 yards to go.
3rd and 6, correct. Emmanuel Stewart joining. Quarterback in the backfield goes out for a pass.
And
Caught.
it's caught. Be a first down for Adrian right there. Was caught by number 87, Cal Raker for Adrian.
Resulting in your Bulldog first down. Keeping the chains moving. Ball on the 23 now.
That makes him 3 for 3 for 3rd down conversions right there.
Money down for the Bulldogs. Worser takes a snap, fakes the handoff to Stewart.
Ooh, and he is
able
hit,
to
but brushes it off.
Escape the sack, and wow.
Wow. Crazy maneuver right there. He got hit really hard, but brushed it right off and made about a good 6-yard, 7-yard gain right there.
Seemed like that missed sack gave him a little boost, turbo boost.
Dylan Huckstead could not bring him down right there.
It's just been that kind of game for both teams. Missed opportunities for Finlandia, and Adrian seizing them every chance they get.
About a 6-yard gain there.
2nd and 4 now for Adrian. Ball handed off to Emmanuel Stewart. Able to shift and shimmy for a couple yards.
Looks like he's just short of the first down. About a yard short.
3rd and short now for Adrian.
On ball on the 19-yard line. Ball is snapped. Hand off to Stewart. Looks like he pushed his way up for a few yards. Get the first down for the Adrian Bulldogs right there.
1st and 10 now for Adrian. Got an injured Bulldog on the field. This will be one of the old linemen. Never a good thing you want to see.
That'll be an injury timeout right there. And during this injury timeout, we'll be right back after this.
The injured Bulldog was the right guard, Joe Barney, as he's being helped off the field. 1st and 10 still for Adrian.
There's a snap. It's another handoff by up to Stewart.
So he will spin his way out near the 9-yard line as Adrian looks to be knocking on the door.
Another tackle for Dylan Huckstead for Finlandia.
Second and 2 now for Adrian, just inside the 10-yard line. Looking to see if they can push it in and build on their already decent lead. Fake
Pass.
handoff. Ball's
Ooh,
jarred
just
out.
incomplete.
Almost came down with it right there. Third and 2 now for Adrian. Looking to see if they can go 4 for 4 now on 3rd down.
Run right up the middle.
Stewart being met by a wall. Not quite sure if he had enough to get that, just to be honest.
It looks like they did push their way to first down. It'll be now 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Yes, sir. 10.5 remaining in the 2nd quarter. Adrian knocking on the door. 1st and 5 on the 5. Oh.
There are flags everywhere now.
Guess would be false start on Adrian. False start penalty called on Adrian. Backing him up just a little bit. First and goal on the 11. Mercer takes a snap, drops back.
Pass. That is a touchdown right there. Pass number 87, Cal Raker.
That pass is Wurzer's 2nd touchdown pass of the game. Score now 27-0 Adrian. Cooper West coming in for the kick. Kick is up and good through the uprights for Adrian, resulting in a 28-0 lead now. And after a minute in the end zone, the red zone, they were able to finally capitalize and score for the touchdown.
Finlandia has to come up with something right by now to get themselves on the board to keep this game interesting for everyone.
Indeed, desperation mode has been reached indeed for Finlandia. Dominating drive by your Bulldogs as they capped off a 15-play, just over 6-minute drive. And they're really inflicting their will over this team right now. 28-0 lead before the half. That's pretty impressive. And just not seeing much fight right now for Finlandia, Hunter.
Not right now. They seem to not be a little bit slacking right now. Back to return, though, for the Finlandian Lions is number 4, Josh Eve, and Kenny Kujua. Ball seems to fall over. A little windy out there today, it seems like. There's the
Ball
kick.
is kick.
Number 4, Josh Reeves seems not to be able to hold the ball a little bit. He runs, he runs.
After scooping the ball up, he was able to take it out to about 28. Setting up 1st and 10 for Finlandia. And the Bulldogs looking to get off the field quickly, as has been the theme for their defense. 3 and out after 3 and out after 3 and out. Johnson back to take the snap. Johnson keeps it. That seems to be their best source of offense thus far. Six-yard gain sets up 2nd and 4.
Be 2nd and 4 on the 34-yard line for the Finlandian Lions.
Johnson keeps it again. Busting it out the outside, picking it up for a 1st down and then some for Finlandia. And Hunter, I believe we just saw their first 1st down of the game not picked up through penalty yardage,
Yep,
which is
that is their first down they've gotten all game without penalties. So it seems like to see their 2nd quarter, see they got a little more hip in their step. So see what they can do right here.
absolutely some life brought into the Lions, and let's see if they can keep it going. Johnson back to take the snap.
Be a handoff of the middle.
Up the
he
middle.
Takes his way up there. Looks like about an 8-yard gain right there. Handoff was rushed was up by Justin Ruler, number 33 for Finlandia.
On defense, appeared number 8 met him, Foster Walker. Second and 2 now for Finlandia. Having some life brought into them. Running the ball pretty well right now on this drive. Adrian looking for an answer on defense. Johnson fakes the handoff. It looks like he takes it back towards the line of scrimmage. Colin Lewis for your Bulldogs in on the tackle. The money down, we've been talking about 3rd and 2 now. Sorry, correction, 3rd and 1.
Make some noise, Bulldog fans. It's 3rd down.
Looks like we run outside.
And it looks like he lost a couple.
Looks like he did not get enough there for the 1st down. Josh Reeves was on the carry right there. It would be a loss of 1. It would be 4th and 2 on the 47.
It's met by a couple Bulldogs. And after going for it once on 4th down, Finlandia looks to punt and pin the Bulldogs back deep. Lawrence Austin back to return for Adrian.
Short punt right there.
Took a Finlandia bounce and rolls just at about the 8-yard line. Short punt seemed to work out for them. Just over 6 minutes left in the 1st half. And Hunter, what are your biggest takeaways so far in the game? What have you noticed thus far?
Right now, it seems like Adrian just can't be stopped. Their offensive line seems to be blocking really good, getting Stewart and Colton Randall right there, getting some pretty good yards right there. And Werzer seems to be hitting all his targets right about now.
Yeah, they're clicking on all cylinders indeed on offense. Balanced attack, as you mentioned, rushing and passing, as they look to amount what would be their biggest drive of the game as they start the ball on their own 8, 1st and 10. Let's see what they got. Werzer takes the snap, hands off to Randall, who breaks off a big run up near the 30-yard line. Huge gain by Colton Randall, giving the Bulldogs some breathing room as they able to scoot it out of their own end zone.
It's about a 22-yard rush right there for Randall.
If I'm correct, I believe that would be the biggest gain of the biggest run of the day for Adrian. Big plays seem to be the theme for them. So we had a 78-yard touchdown pass earlier in the game. Mercer
There's
takes the
the
snap, hands off to Randall again. Able to break a couple tackles and bust it up near the 40.
Another first down for Adrian right there.
Ball on the 39, just over 5 minutes remaining. Werzer takes the snap, hands off to Randall again, and he is met this time at the line of scrimmage. Might have got a yard or two.
Preston Manos on the tackle there for Finlandia. Be 2nd and 8 on the 41-yard line for Adrian. There's a snap. Pass.
First down picked up by Adrian through the air.
Number 83, Joe Clear for Adrian on the reception right there.
And that's the balance we've been talking about. The play action being set up through running the ball. And now Adrian opens up shop on Finlandia's 41-yard line. 1st and 10 for your Bulldogs. Mercer takes a snap, fakes the handoff, drops back, throws a dart, and is broken up.
Pass was intended for number 83, Joe Cleary, incomplete there.
2nd and 10 now for your Bulldogs. Right place, right time for that Finlandia defender as he's able to break it off just in the nick of time.
2nd and 10 on the 41 for Adrian. Just over 3 minutes left in the game. Left in the half.
Mercer takes the snap, hands off to Randall. Randall busts on the outside.
It's taken down hard right there. Looked like he was taken down there by number 28, Connor Bortoloni.
Good hard run by Randall, as that has been the theme of the game for Randall. Third and short now for Adrian. So we're approaching the 2-minute warning.
There's a snap. Pass.
Great play
Wide
call.
open right there.
Pass is complete to your tight end. And 87, Cal Racker.
Right down to number 14, Taylor Bonetti. That gains it up for another touchdown, Bulldogs.
First and 10 now set up after the big play. Ball on the 17-yard line. 2 minutes some change left.
There's a snap. Run right up the middle.
Randall up the middle. Keeps it churning for a couple yards.
Shot by number 51, Devin McComas. It's a gain of 7 on the play. We got second and 3.
Good 7-yard rush right there for Colton Randall. It'll be now 2nd 3 on the 10-yard line.
We are nearing the end of the first half. It's just over a minute and a half remain. Adrian again within scoring distance. Marshall
There's
takes the
snap.
snap.
Pass.
Pass is
And
caught
caught.
for another Bulldog touchdown. Jerron McGaw on the receiving end. His second of the game. And just like that, Hunter, it's a 34-0 lead.
Just a minute left in the half right there.
Cooper West coming in and attempt his PAT.
Cooper West set to attempt the extra point.
West kicks it through the uprights, and now it's 35-0 Adrian. Minute 16 left in the game.
I'd say that was a pretty successful drive there for Adrian. Looks like they got enough clock down right there. It'd be pretty tough for Finlandia to get a touchdown right here.
Absolutely. Tough times indeed for Finlandia on offense. Exciting times indeed on the other side of the ball for Adrian as they're sparking it up on the offensive side.
Adrian looks to keep that 0 on the board for Finlandia going into the half.
Be sure to visit our Bulldog Spirit Shop located next to the concessions on the stadium concourse for your Bulldog gear, open through the third quarter. Every Monday, join in on Football Frenzy at Arrington Bookstore. For every Bulldog touchdown scored today, you'll receive up to 5% discount on regular price logo merchandise. Up to 20%. That's Mondays at Arrington Bookstore, located
Back to return for Finlandia is number 4, Josh Eve, and number 8, Kenny Kujua.
Cooper West set to kick off for the Bulldogs. Back deep for the Lions, Joshua E. and Kyle and Kenny Kujwa.
There's
Ball
the
is
kick.
Bounces into the hands, Finlandia. Met at the 29-yard line.
Returns by number 8, Kenny Kujua.
Kenny Kujwa on the return.
It's be interesting to see what Finlandia does on offense, as we haven't seen them pass the ball too much. Their quarterback's been running the ball pretty effectively, I might add, but that's the only source of offense that they have had thus far in the first half.
Three receivers out wide for Finlandia right now. There's a snap. The quarterback keeper. And it's
Johnson.
met by a tackle right immediately. There's a flag on the field, though.
Flag on the field. It appears to be on the defense, I would guess.
And 21 to McPhee. There's a flag on the play.
I'm waiting to see what the call would be. Finlandia getting helped up by the dreaded yellow flag, and the ball is now advanced up to the 45. One minute, 4 seconds remain in the first half. Your Bulldogs up 35-0. Johnson takes a snap, drops back.
Deep pass on the field. That is picked off by Adrian.
And is now being brought out across the 50
Takes it. He's
to the
going.
20,
He's going.
10.
And that'll be a
Touchdown! Pick six, your Bulldogs. And how about that in the blink of an eye? It's 41-0 now. As a pick six was able to put Adrian back up on the scoreboard. Big play indeed. And returning it for your Bulldogs is number 24, Destin Foy. Just like that, Hunter, in a blink and eye goes from bad to worse for Finlandia.
Yep.
So they seem to can't catch a break. Hoping this is to be the fastest 42 seconds of the season for them as they're able to go in the halftime and recoup.
About 40 seconds left in the half. Now Adrian's up 42-0. Finlandia must be very frustrated with all the penalties helping them out, but they still cannot get any yards with that.
Tough breaks throughout the contest indeed.
Josh Eve and Kenny Kujwa back to return again for Finlandia.
In other Adrian athletics, women's HHA hockey is tied at 4 with Liberty University in the national championship rematch from last year in the third period. And the women's volleyball team is tied at 1 set apiece in Kalamazoo.
And there's the kick.
Fielded by Finlandia. Brought up across the 30. And he gets smacked right at the 31. You can hear that hit from up here. So back at it again is Finlandia on offense. Looking to make it out of the first half, obviously. And they are struggling mightily.
Ball will be set 31-yard line, 1st and 10. There's
Johnson
snap.
takes the snap, hands off to number 33. Able to break a couple tackles and
Gain
get
about 2
tackled.
yards right there.
Tim McAfee in on the stop for Adrian. That sets up 2nd and about 5.
Looks like they'll let the clock run out right
2nd and
here,
8
and they'll be going
correction.
into halftime.
Yeah, seems to be the wise move to do for Finlandia. As it completes the first half coverage for ACTV, and we'll be back shortly for the second half. Thank you for joining us. here live at Dockin Stadium. It's cold. I'm very cold.
Stats for the first half for your Adrian Bulldogs for first downs. We had 16 first downs for Adrian and 4 for Finlandia. Only 24 rushing yards for Finlandia. Adrian had 134. Passing yards for Finlandia were only 20. Adrian had 237 yards passing. For third down conversions, Finlandia went 0 for 4, and Adrian went 6 for 6 on third down conversions. Something to look out for right now is Emmanuel Stewart rushed for 52 yards that first half. He's only 50 yards away for getting his 5,000 career rushing yards. And he is right now the leading rusher at Adrian College. He is second in MIAA and 33rd in NC. Or he is And for the third quarter, Finlandia is going to start with the ball.
Rough first half for Finlandia indeed. So they haven't got much on offense at all. Looking at the stats, there's 44 total yards of offense and 60 yards of penalties. So it'll be interesting to keep an eye on any adjustments they have made and any adjustments Adrian will make to counter that. But dominating first half nonetheless for Adrian, 42-0. Balanced attack. And what are you looking for in the second half, Hunter?
Looking forward. So Finlandia is going to have to really step up their game if they want to stand at all. I mean, plenty of time left. So we got to see what they got planned up their sleeve. Let's see what they talked about during halftime. That pick six in the first half was 85 yards by Sean Starks, which is the longest in school history.
History making day indeed for the Bulldogs. You mentioned it, Emmanuel Stewart, and then the pick six to cap it all off. So we start the second half. Finlandia takes a kick return up near the 35.
Josh Eve on the return right there for Finlandia.
First and 10 for the Lions.
Be first and 10 on the 34-yard line for the Lions.
Johnson back to take the snap.
There's snap.
Hand it off up the middle. Got a stalwart going on. And appear to get a yard or two at best. Second and 8 now for the Lions. Ball on the 36. Johnson back to take the snap. Faked the handoff, kept it himself, and is tackled behind the line of scrimmage for about a yard loss. The Bulldogs are on top of that one indeed and able to sniff it out. Bringing up 3rd and 9 now for Finlandia. We have a timeout called by your Adrian Bulldogs. It'll be the first of the half.
Now, Chris, biggest thing in this half, what do you think Finlandia is going to have to do to put some points on the board?
They might have to switch it up. I mean, it's pretty predictable what they're going to be doing. Like we've been mentioning, the best source of offense has been the quarterback's legs. But if it's your quarterback's legs, that's the issue. Eventually, you're going to have to throw the ball down the field. That's the biggest takeaway I have thus far from a prospect standpoint. Anything you might want to add, Hunter? What do you see so far?
Best play for them, I believe, would just keep doing what they're doing with the quarterback, like rushing it, doing that. I mean, I would stop passing as much as they can. Because the passing's not working out as it is, but the nice kind of wildcat offense to rushing with the running backs seems to work pretty well.
Agreed. Dominating effort so far by your Bulldogs. Let's see if they can keep it up and sustain it throughout the course of the game. Johnson back to take the snap. 3rd and 9 for Finlandia. Drops back by Johnson. Pass up through the air, caught by number 8.
Kenny Kujuoff for the Finlandian Lions.
That's resulting in a first down for Finlandia. Those have been few and far between by the Lions.
Be 1st and 10 on the 44 for the Lions. Got 3 receivers spread out for them.
Johnson takes the snap, hands it up,
the middle.
and tackled immediately. Bulldogs on top of that, shutting it down real quick. Resulting in a 2nd and long now for Finlandia. Johnson takes the snap.
Good run up the middle.
Hands it up to his running back, able to get a few more yards onto that. Up the gut. Bringing it up a 3rd and kind of long for Finlandia.
Nice little rush there from Justin Wolver for Lions. Beating out 3rd and 4.
Bulldog fans, make some noise. It's 3rd down and 4.
It's rocking here at Dockin Stadium. 3rd down comes up. First of the half for the defense. See if they can shut it down. Johnson takes the snap, sweeps it to his running back. Number 4 cuts it up, gets the 1st down, and then some.
Be a 1st down for the Lions.
Up across the 30. Some life has been generated by this Finlandia offense, Hunter. What have you seen thus far that's different than the first half?
Seems like they're getting their offensive line seems to be blocking a lot more. They just picked up their first down all game right there.
Absolutely. Good play call with the sweep. I want to see them utilize their size more. You know, you mentioned before the game they got some big wideouts. We haven't seen them have an impact yet. See if they can get that going.
We'll see right here now. They're in their 30-yard line. See what they got for them right here. He looks like a run outside by number 4, Josh Eve again. He's taking the backfield right there.
Tackle made by your Bulldogs, number 43.
Steve Moses.
Taken out on the backfield by number 43, Stephen Moses. They'll bring up 2nd and long for White.
This Adrian College defense has been smothering all game. So they hope to get off the field.
3 wide receivers stacked to the left.
Johnson back to take the snap. Looks downfield. And is nearly intercepted again. Stephen Moses in on the coverage, nearly coming up with a takeaway for the Bulldogs. Finlandia able to catch a break. And that results in now 3rd and long, 3rd and 14 for the Lions. And set up shop. Hoping to breathe some life into this game. Johnson takes the snap, drops back, looks downfield, throws a dart to number 8, catching it, resulting in a first down.
Kenny Kujwa on the reception right there.
And now appears this offense switching up a bit, Hunter, and making it a little bit interesting, keeping the defense on their toes.
It seems like they're actually moving the ball down the field right now, and now they're on their 13-yard line. Let's see what they can do right here in the red zone.
Absolutely, this is where legacies are made. Just over 9 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Johnson takes a snap, fakes the handoff, keeps him himself, dashes up, forward,
Ooh, just
near the
stopped
goal
right
line. I
before.
don't believe he got in, but stopped very short. This is a good way to start the half if you're a Finlandia fan, able to push the ball down the field, switching up a little bit on offense, and now they're knocking on scoring first points of the game.
Be first and goal on the 1-yard line.
Ball's handed off by Johnson. Appeared to be stopped short of the goal line. Resulting in a second and goal now.
Lawrence Austin on tackle right there for Adrian.
Johnson takes a snap, swoops it to his running back. Eve on the carry, and loses a couple yards, getting decked. That was number 42, Brandon Moody, in on the stop.
Seems like Adrian's doing whatever they can to make sure that Finlandia is not getting that touchdown.
3rd and 3 now as the Lions approach desperation mode. Hoping to get on the scoreboard. Johnson takes a snap himself, throws a ball out of bounds. So now that brings 4th and 2 now. Sorry, 4th and 3 on the 3 for Finlandia as they look to get on the scoreboard. It appears they're going for it on 4th and goal. Trying to get on the board and crack the goose egg number 0 that's up there for them. Be interesting what we're going to see here, Hunter, on 4th and goal.
Looks like Finlandia is taking a timeout.
Finlandia indeed taking the timeout, going over their game plan, seeing what they can draw up to get across the pylon for the touchdown. As this is pretty big for them. If they can get some points on the board, they still got a ways to go, but it's a good way to start the half and get some momentum going.
Be interesting what kind of play they draw to see try to get in that end zone right there.
Adrian hoping to get the stop for the Bulldogs. Give the ball back to this high-scoring offense. It's been very electrifying thus far.
Finlandia takes the field. Let's see what they got here on the 4th down.
Johnson back out the gun formation, take the snap. Drops back to pass. Pass is incomplete. Resulting in a turnover on downs. Adrian now taking the ball back on their own 3-yard line.
Looks like now in quarterback for Adrian is number 4, Hunter Ham.
Interesting to see what Hunter Ham can do. Going out there with the offense for the first time in the game. Let's see if he can keep the pace that's been stemmed throughout the game up. Just takes a snap from his own goal line. Out the gun formation. Colton Randall there in the backfield to join him. Hand it off to Randall up the middle. He's able to churn up a couple yards.
Gain of about 3 yards there for Adrian right there.
The second is 7 now, coming up for the Bulldogs. Ham back to take the snap. Randall joining him in the backfield again.
Another handoff up the middle right there, but is met immediately by a Lion tackler.
That'll bring up 3rd and 6 for the Bulldogs.
3rd and 6 now for Adrian. Hoping to avoid their first 3 and out of the ball game. And punting it for the first time in the ball game. Ham takes the snap, handed off to Randall, and he's immediately swallowed up by the Lions, picked up by a couple of defenders and slammed down.
Devin Coates right there on the tackle for Finlandia.
Odd territory here, Hunter, for the Bulldogs as they look to punt now for the first time in the game.
Finlandia's going to do whatever they can to get this field goal blocked so they can get great field position.
Yes, they're crouching and clawing, showing a lot more sense of urgency this half than they did in the first half. So we're just over 5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Those of you just turning in, it's 42-0 Adrian Bulldogs.
There's the punt.
Bulldogs punt it.
About a 50-yard punt right there.
Fielded by Finlandia and brought up at the 40-yard line.
10-yard return right there for number 8, Kenny Kujwa for the Lions.
So after coming within literally a yard short of the goal line, it'll be interesting to see what Finlandia has in store on offense. They know now that they are able to move the ball. We'll see if they can keep it up. Johnson back to take the snap.
Ooh, fumble on the play.
Fumble on the snap. Johnson recovers it at about 47 now. Some miscommunication on the snap, resulting costly but not entirely costly for Finlandia as they go backwards, not forwards.
It'll be 2nd and 20 for the Lions at the 49-yard line.
10-yard loss on that fumbled snap. Johnson looking to take the snap. Hands it off to his running back, who's tackled immediately. Katron Denson in on the stop.
Aaron Young right there on the run.
Johnson takes the snap, fakes the
Good pass.
handoff, rolls to his left. Throws it downfield, caught by his receiver, Kenny Kojerwa, and
Delonte Johnson's pass complete to Kenny Kujwa.
that results in minimal gain.
Number 20, Tim Grant.
Looks like they will be going for it on 4th down here.
Over 4th and 6 for the Lions.
4th and 6, manageable for the Lions after that missed snap. Johnson back to take the snap.
There's snap.
Johnson drops
Ball
back.
down the field and it is out of bounds.
Overthrown. He had his man wide open. Resulting in another turnover and downs. And now Adrian takes the ball up near the 40-yard line. Ball on the 36. Have just over 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Thank you all for joining us here on ACTV. Chris Pearson and Hunter Hefner here with you, broadcasting the game for you. Bulldog offense taking the field.
Hunter Ham out there at quarterback again. Let's see how he does on his second drive right here. Got the nerves out of the way, I think, on the first drive. Let's see how he does here.
Yeah, I know it's the first drive. Things, the timing and everything seemed a little off. Let's see if that changed. Randall on the handoff. Barrels his way for about a 6-yard gain. 7 yards.
Stop by number 57, Preston Manos.
Preston Manos from the tackle there for Lions.
We'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Checking in for your Bulldogs is number 38, Antonio Goins. Goins in the backfield, joined by Hunter Ham. Ham prepares to take the snap. Hand off to Goins.
He's met by a few Lions tacklers right there.
Swarmed immediately in the backfield.
Antonio Goins on the carry. Stop by number 43, Dylan Hochstetter.
That brings 3rd and short now for the Bulldogs.
For the Bulldogs.
Let's see if they can get their first down of the second half. It's been a tale of two stories now for each team in each half. Adrian now struggling a little bit on offense.
See right here if they can get their 3rd down conversion.
Money down, we like to call it. Ham takes the snap, drops back. Has his receiver caught. That was Jalen Parker with the reception. I'm sure Ham's a little settled down now after his first completion.
Stop by number 28, Connor for the lead. That gains enough for another 1st down, Bulldogs.
We 1st and 10 on the 46 for the Bulldogs.
Ham.
About 1 minute left in the quarter.
Ham prepared to take the snap. Joined in the backfield by Colton Randall, who's had a pretty nice game himself. Handed off by Randall, and he is, wow, eaten up immediately.
Stop in the backfield. On number 55, Caleb Scruggs.
Caleb Scruggs on the tackle for the Lions.
I'll bring up 2nd and 12 for the Bulldogs.
This
Lost
Finlandia
2
team's
right there.
playing for pride right now, and you could tell as they have a little pep in their step. Ham fakes the
Pass.
handoff.
Hunter Ham's pass is complete to number 11, Dylan Parker.
Another pass to Jalen Parker from Hunter Ham right there.
That gain is enough for another 1st down, Bulldogs.
That play results in a 1st down for Adrian. 1st and 10 on the 30. So we're winding down here in the third quarter. About 5 seconds remaining. And at the start of the fourth quarter, we'll be right back on ACTV to finish off the broadcast for you. Thank you guys for joining us. We are back here on ACTV for coverage of the fourth quarter. Adrian up 42-0. Have yet to score in the second half as Finlandia has been fighting back, making it respectable here. Hand prepared to take the snap. Hand off to Goins. Able to get a couple yards in the run. So, Hunter, what was the biggest adjustment that you've seen after the third quarter? After the second half in the third quarter.
Seems like Finlandia's defense is starting to step it up a little bit. So, like you said earlier, they've not scored yet. Seems like Finlandia really has stepped it up, and Adrian's offense seems to be struggling, but seems like new quarterback Hunter Ham came in, and he's 2 for 2 on his passing right now.
Absolutely. Tail two halves, as we mentioned. Ham hands off to Goins again. Able to get outside. Barrel through for a couple more yards. Down, I'll bring it third and short for your Bulldogs.
Nope. Looks like they moved the chains right there. First down.
Oh, first down, corrected. Colton Randall checking back in for Adrian. It's been a two-headed monster indeed for Adrian. Colton Randall and Emmanuel Stewart. Hand prepared to take the snap. Hands off to Randall, right up the middle, and he goes untouched in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. What a hole. 48-0, Adrian.
It's a great way for Adrian to start the fourth quarter right there.
Absolutely.
The home crowd really is getting a great showing right now.
Yeah, Docking Stadium's packed. Student section's fired up. The band's playing to perfection. Wonderful afternoon here at Docking Stadium. Cooper West looking to attempt the PAT. We have a late substitution coming into place for Adrian. Kick is up and good for your Bulldogs. Dominating effort here for Adrian today.
Finlandia looks to here to get some score on the board right now.
Yes, after a couple of encouraging drives that still have yet to get on the board, hoping to change that story today, right now on this upcoming drive.
Josh Eve and Kenny Kujwa are back to return.
Cooper West kicking off for your Bulldogs.
And here's the kick.
Kick fielded by number 4, Finlandia, brought up across the 30. Breaks free towards the 40.
Gets stopped at the 42-yard line.
Good return for Finlandia, looking to set them up for a possible scoring drive.
Great field position for the Lions right now. Let's see if they can capitalize on that.
Johnson back to take the snap. Snap taken by Johnson. Quarterback keeper on the play.
And he's
Johnson
going. He's
breaks
on his
it
way.
off.
It's to 20, and he's pushed out right about the, looks like the 18-yard line.
Big gain by Johnson, able to get the drive started off right. And it looks like Finlandia is poised to make a run for it, Hunter, and get on the scoreboard.
It's a great way to start their session right there.
Absolutely.
It looks like it'll be 1st and 10 on their 21-yard line.
Johnson able to bring some life into this offense. Prepares to take the snap. 1st and 10 on the 21 for the Lions.
Ball snapped. Handoff up the middle. He's taking it.
Tackled around the 14-yard line.
It was an
8-yard
rush
gain on the
right there.
play.
Be 2nd and 2 on the 13-yard line for the Lions.
Johnson back to take the snap. Snap taken by Johnson, handed off to his running back, number 12, who was swallowed up by a swarm of Bulldogs.
Aaron Young on the carry. Taken out by number 20, Tim Bryant.
3rd down now coming up for Finlandia.
Now it'll be 3rd and 4 on the 15-yard line.
3rd and 4 for the Lions.
Johnson back to take the snap. Handed off. Fighting for a couple yards.
Stop by number 43, Stephen Moses.
Tackle by Stephen Moses right there for the Bulldogs.
Aaron Young in the carry for the Lions. And that results in a 4th and 2. And Finlandia has to be itching to get this 1st down after the big return and bigger run by the quarterback.
See what they do right here to push 2 yards, see if they can get that 1st down.
That's
3 wide receivers out wide for the Lions.
desperation mode indeed for Finlandia. Johnson takes the snap, keeps himself on the rollout. Catch is made by fullback number 44. And on that catch was Bryce
Pass is complete to Bryce
Beauchene,
Shane.
resulting in a 1st down for Finlandia. Over 10 minutes remaining in the final quarter here at Dawkins Stadium. 1st and 10 on the 10. Johnson back to take the snap. Handed off. Number 4, and he's in for a touchdown. Lions score, break the pylon.
Joshua Eve right there on the run. Got the 1st touchdown there for the Lions.
Score now is 49-6. Finlandia able to get up on the board.
Bet that brought some joy right there to the Lions fan to see them
We
not
have
get shoved out right there.
Reminder of the score chanted by the Adrian student section. And Dawkins Stadium is riled up. Kick is blocked. And skirmish for the ball. Whistle's being blown.
The extra point attempt is no good. With 9:42 left in the fourth.
With the extra point no good, the score right now is 49 Bulldogs and 6 for the Lions. A little over 9 minutes left in the game.
Looking to see if Adrian could match the score now. and come back and respond after the touchdown run by the Lions. Bulldogs have yet to score in the second half. After an explosive correction, they did score at 49 to 6. The score remains after an explosive first half in which they put 42 points up on the board.
The scoring drive for Finlandia. 58 yards on 6 plays. Time of the drive was 3 minutes 46 seconds. Capped off by a 10-yard touchdown run by Joshua E.
Finlandia now back to kick deep.
Set to kick off for the Lions. Foster Walker and Jalen Parker back into receiving for the Bulldogs.
Cole Fornwald looking to kick it off for the Lions.
Foster Walker and Jalen Parks back to return for Adrian.
Here's the kick.
Kick is in the air, fielded by Jalen Parks. So he takes it out across the 30, and it's met at around the 37.
Parker on the return. Stopped by Dylan Harden and Preston Rams.
9.5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Score is 49-6. Dominating effort shown by Adrian. So offense takes the field.
Bulldogs looking to strike back after they got scored on right there by the Lions.
Hunter Hams back to take the snap. Handed off.
Antonio Gaines on the carry. Stopped by Devin Picots.
Antonio Gaines on the run. It's only in a couple yards for the Bulldogs.
Gain of 4 on the play.
Bringing up 2nd and 6 now. Ham takes the snap, hands off to Gaines, and he is breaking off a tackle and met immediately by all defenders.
On the carry.
It'll be a loss of yardage on the run.
Stopped by Dave Carlson, Justin Skinner, and Dion Avery. I'll bring up 3rd and 6 for the Bulldogs.
3rd and 6 now coming up for Adrian. Ham takes the snap, fakes the handoff, rolls out. Thrown downfield, caught by the Bulldogs. On the reception was Tate Honeycutt. That play results in a first down for Adrian.
Set by number 23, Marvin Anthony.
Marvin Anthony on the tackle for the Lions right there.
Bulldogs able to keep their drive alive right there, Hunter. Big 3rd down conversion for them. Just about 7 and some change left in the fourth quarter. Ham takes the snap, handed off to Goins.
Antonio Goins on the carry.
Able to plow through to the 40-yard line.
Dylan Huxtell on tackle for the Lions right there.
I'll bring up 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 on the 40-yard line for the Bulldogs.
Ham about to take the snap. Ham hands the ball off to number 40. That's a big fella for you, Brandon Varner on the carry.
Fumble forced by Devin Vicotes. Will be first and 10 for the line.
Finlandia getting the ball back now. First and 10 on the 41. Just under 7 minutes remaining. So they look to add to this total.
Lions looking to get another touchdown right here.
Johnson takes the snap, hands off.
Nice little rush right there.
About a 5-yard gain by Finlandia.
Justin Oliver on the carry.
Good push up front. Is able to start the run off. Slotting it now in about a 2nd and 5 for their Lions.
I'll bring up 2nd and 6.
Second and 6 on the 45 for the Lions right here. There's a snap. Another run up the middle right there. Another few
good-
yard rush.
Another good push by the Finlandia line. Able to carve out some yardage for them.
Justin Oliver on the carry. Stop by Nick Utica.
3rd and 3 now for the Lions. Ball on the 48. Hoping to convert on the money down.
3rd and 3 for the
Keep the drive going. Johnson takes the snap, fakes the handoff, rolls out. Able to avoid a couple tackles and then gets met by a host of Bulldogs.
Johnson. Sacked in the backfield. By Kelvon Roberts.
Looks like the punt team will come on for the Lions. Punt it away.
That'll bring up 4th
They
and
elect to
4
punt
for
it.
the Lions.
4th and 9. 48. Just under 5 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter. Your Asian College Bulldogs up 49-6. High snap, fielded by the punter. Short punt though, out of bounds. Right around the 40-yard line, it seems.
To the 40-yard line. Will be first and 10 Bulldogs.
Be first 10 for the Bulldogs at the 40-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, with 2 touchdown receptions today, senior Jerome McGaw has now 26 touchdowns in his career, which ties the Bulldog football all-time record set by Justin Hem, who had 26 from 2009 to 2012.
With Jared McGaw's 2 touchdowns today, he's at now 26 on the season, which ties the record here at Adrian.
Snap by Hunter Ham. Broken off by Gaines. Taken out across the 50. And yeah, historic day indeed for your Asian College Bulldogs, as announced around McGaw, tying the career mark for touchdown receptions at 26, the school record.
That game's enough for another first-round Bulldogs.
Have just over 4 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter. Bulldogs taking the ball on the 46, 1st and 10. Ham about to take the snap.
There's a snap. Be a run up the middle.
Okay, by Gaines.
Tony Goins on the carry. Stop by Taylor Gometti and Dylan Hoxton. I'll bring up 2nd and 7.
2nd and long coming up for your Bulldogs now. Ham prepared to take the snap.
There's a snap. Good run up the middle.
Gordon's able to break a couple tackles and get across for the first down and then some. Moving the chains.
Also, number 25, Dave Carlson.
Dave Carlson on the tackle there for the Lions.
Ham takes the handoff. Takes the snap, hands off to Goins, who's battling still for yards. Finally gets brought down right around the 30-yard line.
Tackles by number 22, John Skinner for the Lions. About 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game right now. Bulldogs are up 49-6.
Hand it off to Goins. Tackled immediately.
Stop by number 61, Lucas Vick. And number 55, Hill Scruggs.
We're now at just under 2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Here on ACTV. Adrian College Bulldogs up 49-6 in a dominating effort. And prepared to take the snap. Drops back to pass. And it's caught and completed. Tate Honeycutt on the reception.
That game is enough for another first down, Bulldogs.
Bulldogs trying to punch in another touchdown before the game here. About 1 minute left in the game. Ham ready for the snap. Gets the snap. Run up the middle by number 40, Morgan Harris. Good little 3-yard gain right there.
Morgan Harris on the carry. Stop by Taylor Bonetti and Lucas Vick. They'll bring up 2nd and 8 for the Bulldogs.
He's 2nd and 8 on the 12-yard line for the Bulldogs. Just over 30 seconds. Morgan Harris on the run again.
Barrels his way down for a short gain.
Morgan Harris on the carry. Stop by number 14, Taylor Bonetti.
Looks like the Bulldogs are going to let the clock run out now. So your final score is going to be 49 Bulldogs and 6 for the Lions.
That ends our coverage here at ACTV. We thank you all for joining us at home. Chris Pearson here with Hunter Hefner, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.